Hey Rangers, today I'm going to be reviewing Drakkon New Dawn, which is issue 3. Bit late to the party, but if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. One of the main goals I'm trying to reach on the channel right now is to reach 18,000 subscribers. Today, I don't know what it is with these sorts of stories, these short issues, where you have this entire story and it works really well. It leads up, you get this kind of like, oh my god, this is amazing. And then it kind of drops the ball a little bit, and I don't like it when this happens. This whole story is that you had this whole metal ranger that you didn't know who it was, then you found out who it was, and then it leads up to this like Ecliptor coming in and absolutely destroying everyone, and it adds up to it, but then it drops the ball. Like, I saw the ending of this a while ago, like when this first was released, and I generally thought, oh, it's going to be okay. It's not. And, I read through it and I've just gone through the entire comic right now. But it feels more like it just disappoints on so many levels, not going to lie. So at the very beginning, you have Jason coming back as the Red Ranger. His powers have kind of been restored because he's taken the coin back. So it means that anyone else who had the coin or had powers leading up to it, they disappeared. And he doesn't have them anymore. So everyone's kind of like, oh my god, it's you, what have you done? And they go in for the attack for Jason, and you're just thinking, oh dear god, okay, but Jason takes it in his own kind of right way. He's like, how dare you guys even touch me? How dare you even try and take this power? How you dilute it? And it just didn't feel like Jason, but I kind of understand at the same point, because Jason has been locked up for such a long time. He's not been able to do anything, and this really is kind of frustrating him. So he wants to take the fight to the people to fight and get win, but it just seems like he had to be taught a lesson at the same time. Zach and Trini get their coins back, but they don't use them because they've seen what powers it can give to other people and how it can help out. And this to me is a bit Now, even Kimberly kind of steps up and says, hey, you shouldn't be thinking like this. And Jason starts showing kind of signs of Drakkon, where, he's like, oh, if I had all this power, then this war would have been over. And she's like, that sounds just like Drakkon. And you kind of understand Jason doing it because he's always been this leader. He's always been this sort of character that wants to fight, take everything on his shoulders and then kind of go for it. But this one just felt like, it didn't feel like Jason at all. It just felt like you have the character that looks like Jason, but it's not. Even with everything, Scorpina attacked. With Scorpina going for it, like Jason's like, yeah, I knew you were evil. It's like, she could destroy everyone there, and she hasn't. And yet, you're getting to the point where you're now being a jerk. She's giving you that sass. She's doing the sassy thing, but yet she hasn't attacked anyone else. And Jason is still living the past. He's not embracing everything going on. He saw Scorpina at the very beginning, and yet could have been like, hey, stop. But then everyone was like, no, she's on our side now, and that's it. But it just feels like he just doesn't care, and he's like, I'm going to take down all evil. And he's got this pent-up rage that he wants to go and destroy evil. Maybe some sort of penance. Penance that he's had, that he maybe just wants to destroy. Maybe he's got a lot of anger from what Drakkon has done to him over time, that he just wants to let it all out, and he doesn't care. It gets to the point where they've got the Zed, or Lord Zed, as a massive Zord combined with the Dragon Zord, and they're all saying that Ecliptor is coming down to the city in a giant form. She's going to destroy the place, and she wants to kind of destroy everything in the name of Dark Spectre, which is cool, but it doesn't kind of last long. So they've got as she's kind of walking towards the city, they all kind of disappear to put the coins in this dispenser or distillery to whatever it is, to share the power out to everyone. So it's not just the fact that a few of them have got it, every single person has power. And I really hate the suits. I generally looked at the suits later and went, I really hate this. But as Finster is making sure that every single person can have Power Ranger powers, they all start talking they're not quite sure. and so therefore they have to do it themselves. And Kim says, look, I'm not going to force you. You do what you want. If you want to give your power, that's fine. If you don't, that's absolutely fine too. But it's when the suits come up, and like the only cool looking one is Scorpina's because she's got the wings. All the rest don't look like Power Rangers to me. They look really kind of like not. Like if you would say an actual Ranger, then maybe Jason because he's got his metal form on again. But you know, it's got parts of like pink and yellows and reds and stuff. So it's basically got all the powers and kind of mixed them together. I would have preferred to have like a new suit, not these design suits, because they just don't work in my eyes. But it's like Finster's got it, and he's not going out to fight. He's going to coordinate all these attacks, and just to me, just all of this just seems kind of meh. Like they have this sort of speech saying, "Hey, go and attack! Like, you know, we're here. We're going to make sure that the city is fine." Rah rah rah. And, you know, they go full on attack. The only kind of nice thing in this is when Bulk and Skull are kind of piloting Zords, and Skull's ridiculously happy that he's finally, like, being with Bulk and piloting a Zord, and that's what he likes. But the Lord Zed Zord gets completely destroyed really quickly, which is a big shame because I'd want to see it attack a little bit more. So I think what I like in this is Scorpina when she turns around and says his name was Adam Park, and he's going for it, and she's attacking, and rather than just a generic stand down and like attack normally, in this one all the people decide to like jump on Eclipta and then like drag her down type thing, and like climb her and then like attack her to kind of weaken her, and you never see this in anything, and this is what I kind of generally really liked. So it comes to the point when she loses power and she shrinks down, and everyone kind of climbs on top and starts beating her down a lot more than normal because of the power going through as well. The diffuser is critical. It goes critical. It gets destroyed, and then all the powers seem to go. And even though Eclipse is like, yeah, I'm gonna win this, everyone decides to dogpile on it and absolutely destroy her and kind of like weaken her down, which I generally kind of like because it feels like a lot of people would have just gone, oh no, I don't know what to do, step back and do nothing after. So yeah, so they seem to like beat her down, and then they kind of like put her in a hospital bed, and then this whole speech is going on saying like, you know, we're no longer powerless, you know, we are the shattered, we're not broken. And it kind of leads in, you don't know what happened to a lot. It looks like a lot of the coins are being kind of broken and they're being kind of given back to Jason, so I assume at some point they're going to come back together. But it shows like, I think Jason just leaves and just walks off. You know, it seems like he's got a lot of growing to do because of what's happened to him with Drakkon. And then it comes to the last part where we see Andros giving Dark Spectre some information saying like, oh, you know, Eclipta failed this time, and you know, but Andros won't. So it feels like there could be another story leading into this. And generally this is a really nice thing because it feels like there is another story coming in. I just feel like this third part is bad. Like, to me, I got very bored of it, and even reading it. Now, I love the first two parts. If you want to go check out the reviews, go check out the reviews. But for me, I just generally didn't like this ending. I feel like they could have had new powers or new suits looking. Be like, oh my god, the diffuser is doing this and it's combining your powers. You've got these cool looking suits, not these kind of like mix mash suits, which like, yeah, that's kind of it. So yeah, like this issue's fine, but to complete the story, I think I would have much preferred to have a better ending, something that made me go, oh my god, that was really cool. But apart from that, I don't know what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Have you read this? What do you think about Drakkon New Dawn Part 3? Is it something that you loved, or do you think that you could hate it? Let me know down below in those comments, and if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.